a breakdown of exactly where this 60 billion went. Kasi kung tutuusin, pag susuma sa accounting po, ito na ang ikalawang release or ikalawang pagbibigay ng GAA sa PhilHealth. So, ang mahirap dito, para kang nag-double release. Kasi nagbigay na tayo noon, pagkatapos magbibigay ngayon, pero walang refund. So, anong ginamit? Anong pinaggamitan ng 60 billion? Pwede ba magtanong noon? At ang problema nito, parang ikalawang
Except for
release na
that
to.
13 billion na nilagay po sa counterpart para sa mga foreign assisted project ng ating gobyerno.
Parang yun, kaduda-duda. Bakit ginamit yung PhilHealth funds para sa foreign assisted projects na iba-iba naman ang pakay, hindi naman necessarily para lamang sa kalusugan?
Yes.
So, sorry, Mr. Chair, sorry to interrupt, but there is an unmentioned and unlisted item which occurs actually in the budget. We are proceeding to the Department of Health, government corporations, the various hospitals. But before letter F, there's an E4, which is the PhilHealth Insurance Corporation, which we're fully aware of. Originally, in the NEP, only 53 billion was the endowment to PhilHealth. And naturally, given the Supreme Court decision, which was, by the way, unanimous, a very rare occurrence, 60 billion was added. Given that there's a specific bill rendering such transfers illegal, and also quoting that fund balance, the term fund balance, while ambiguous, is also very, very important. There's also an indication on the part of the Supreme Court that the specific benefits and packages to be expanded should have been indicated. So I would like to say that we have increased this, therefore, in compliance to the ruling, to 113 billion to 61 and so on. We are right to do so. However, the reality is we should perhaps be reminded that this is no straightforward allocation. But in fact, it's in the nature of a refund of an illegal transfer. I don't think it's perhaps the topic or the agenda of this BICAM, but would it be possible to obtain a breakdown of exactly where this 60 billion went? Kasi kung tutuusin, pag susuma sa accounting po, ito na ang ikalawang release or ikalawang pagbibigay ng GAA sa PhilHealth. So, ang mahirap dito, para kang nag-double release. Kasi nagbigay na tayo noon, pagkatapos magbibigay ngayon, pero walang refund as such. I'm fully aware that the Constitution requires that there should be a GAA allocation for any release of any government entity. However, it should be kept in view that this is like a second release na. So anong ginamit? Anong pinaggamitan ng 60 billion? Pwede ba magtanong nun? At ang problema nito, parang ikalawang release na to. Pagbabawalan yan kapag accounting firm yan. Isa yon. Ikalawa, there are far-reaching effects for other GOCCs and GFIs. Naiisip ko lang na halimbawa yung fund balance na sinasabi excess funds ng Land Bank at ng DBP were transferred to the Maharlika Fund, jeopardizing and violating perhaps both banks' minimum capital requirements. Kasi napilitan magbigay ulit ng pera dun sa dalawang bangko at baka manganib sila at sa kakulangan. They had to be topped up. So, kapag susundan natin itong Supreme Court Precedent, baka humiyaw lahat ng government corporations na yung pinagkukuha sa kanila na sinasabing profit nila o excess funds or fund balance, dapat isoli sa kanila sa kada GAA. Yun lang po, naisip ko lang at mahirap na.
Thank you very much, Senator Amy. To answer the query, I will defer to Senior Vice Chairperson Albert Garcia, who defended the budget of the DOH.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Very good points raised by Senator Amy, particularly kung saan nagastos yung 60 billion. I'm sure gusto rin malaman ng ating mga kababayan. So during the budget deliberation and defense of the DOH, tinanong din po namin exactly itong query na ito. And breakdown po nila yung 60 billion, out of which 27.45 billion napunta po doon sa nabanggit kanina yung public health emergency benefits and allowances for healthcare and non-healthcare workers during COVID-19. Ito po yung matagal ng utang, pero finally ay nabayaran na po last year, if I'm not mistaken, galing po doon sa 60 billion. So that's 27.45 billion. Then an additional 10 billion dinagdag po sa medical assistance to indigent and financially incapable patient or MIFIP. So that's an additional 10. Tapos 4.1 billion napunta po sa procurement of various medical equipment for DOH, hospitals, LGU hospitals, and primary health facility. And another 3.37 billion napunta po sa tatlong DOH health facility. And another 1.69 billion napunta po sa Health Facilities Enhancement Program or HFEP. At 13 billion po, ito yung napunta sa government counterpart for financing para po sa mga foreign assisted projects. So, majority of the 60 billion napunta rin po sa health, except for that 13 billion na nilagay po sa counterpart para sa mga foreign assisted project ng ating gobyerno.
Parang yun, kaduda-duda. Bakit ginamit yung PhilHealth funds para sa foreign assisted projects na iba-iba naman ang pakay, hindi naman necessarily para lamang sa kalusugan. So, eto ang problema dyan. At isa pa, kailangan sumunod din tayo, tumalima rin tayo dun sa judgment ng ating Korte Suprema na sabihin kung saan na naman gagamitin itong panibagong 60 billion. Siguro, liwanagin ng DOH, sabi ng Korte Suprema, the specific benefits and packages to be expanded. So dapat ilista na rin nila yung 2026, wag lang natin ibigay yung 60 billion as refund, bahala na kung anong breakdown, at kung saan-saan na naman, baka maligaw na naman 13 billion. Walang ganyanan.
Tama
Mr.
po,
Chair.
Madam Chair, yung sinabi ni Senator Amy. This was done before the Supreme Court decision at nag-decide na po yung Supreme Court na talagang mali. Kaya sinosoli po natin. And to the other point that was raised by Senator Amy, ganito rin po ang ginawa ng ating chair during the budget deliberation nung DOH na siya mismo nag-question and I had a hard time defending the budget kasi pinressure po niya talaga ng ating chair yung PhilHealth to come up with specific packages nang sa ganon ay agarang maramdaman nung ating mga beneficiary. So tama po kayo and hopefully ay naririnig po ito ng ating liderato ng PhilHealth para maglabas na po ng mga malinaw at expanded na health packages. Salamat po.
Madam Chair,
Chairman
Mr. Chair.
Gatchalian, pwede bang i-require yan sa PhilHealth na yung 60 billion, medyo may breakdown konti?
Mr. Chair,
Yung rinimit sa DOF?
Yes. Kasi
Yeah, actually,
yun ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, asan yung specific
Hindi, actually,
benefits
meron
po?
silang submission sa atin ng DOF kung saan nila ginamit. We can furnish Your Honor about
That's the past po. But since we're going to be allocating anew in the 2026 GAA, pwede bang ilista rin nila yung 60 billion kung saan nila igagastos yun?
We'll request PhilHealth to give us a breakdown. Yeah.
Senwin, if I may. If I may respond, Senator Amy, actually medyo grinil ko po yung PhilHealth with regard to that. Nagkainitan nga po kami at around 12 midnight during the deliberations. I actually asked them to do an actuarial study because they keep on telling us that it's all going to just ensuring that they are operable. Sabi ko, hindi. Dapat i-expand nyo yung benefits package ninyo, dapat gamitin yan para ibaba yung premium contributions ng members, dapat bayaran ninyo yung accountability ninyo sa hospital, hindi po sila makakommit. So, ano po, I've been asking for that data po from PhilHealth for the last Since September, actually. Since mid-September. And
What?
until now po, they're not able to give that information.
Salamat, Chair. Kung maaari, isama na natin sa budget. Malaki-laki yung 60 billion. Bakit hindi ibiyak yan? Mamaya, mapunta naman sa kung saan-saan government counterpart ng FAPS na hindi natin alam at walang kinalaman sa kalusugan ng ating mga kababayan.
Tama,
Hindi
Mr.
naman
Chair.
tama yun.
Will recognize Senator Pia. Yeah. Merong special provision actually to kung saan paggagamitan yung 60 billion, but we'll allow Senator Pia to elaborate on that and also on the PhilHealth issue.
Mr. Chairman, just a very short response on that matter. The health advocates would actually prefer that there are no specifics on how that would be used. That the PhilHealth board would be able to make that determination. We do have a special provision which is still very general in nature. It's a continuous implementation of the zero balance billing, introduction and scale-up of benefit packages for catastrophic and high-cost conditions, expansion of coverage for outpatient and YACAP, and implementation of the DRG. Ito yung DRG yung papalit na sa case rates. So, ganun ka-general naman yung special provisions natin. And to be clear, it says including but not limited to. We just want these provisions, which are already programs of PhilHealth, to be implemented. Anyway.
Gusto ko lang maliwanagin dahil mabuti na nakikinig yung taong bayan na yung 60 billion ng PhilHealth na yan, this conference will deny exactly where it went yung pera. Hindi po sa Facebook na babasa mo na itong 60 billion ginamit sa flood control. Yan lang po ang gusto kong idagdag na hindi po ito pumunta sa flood control. In fact, 79% of which was used in health facilities and yung mga salaries ng back wages ng mga health workers. Only 21.6% was used doon sa foreign funded project, which the executive will have to explain. Thank you very much.
Madam Chair?
That was to be clear, what His Honor is referring to is the 60 billion that was removed. Yung binabanggit ko naman is the 60 billion that we are now appropriating. I'm making it very clear that pursuant with the Supreme Court ruling na ibalik sa PhilHealth, nasa PhilHealth yon, and then we put a few guidelines na gastusin ito ng PhilHealth not limited to the following. Yung binanggit ko ng mga zero balance billing, yung papalit sa case rates, yung DRG. Pero tama naman po kayo yung dati, yun ang hindi natin kagagawan, doon nila ginastos.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Representative Brian Yamsuan.
Tingin ko ang PhilHealth din, kailangan magkaroon sila ng malawakang information drive. Kasi madalas, hindi alam ng mga tao, kahit PhilHealth member, kung ano yung mga pwede nilang makuha ang mga benepisyo. Minsan hindi nasasabi sa ating taong bayan. Gaya nung YACAP, 20,000 worth of free medicines for PhilHealth member. Pero walang nakakaalam. Pag binabanggit, kunyari kami, bilang mga representante ng distrito, babanggitin namin sa aming mga constituents, doon lang nila malalaman. Pero yung PhilHealth itself, wala silang conscious effort to promote and to say all the programs that are available for PhilHealth members. And I think yun ang kailangan nating i-push din sa kanila to have that honest-to-goodness information drive that people will really know kung ano yung mga benepisyo na talagang makukuha nila sa kanilang ahensya.
Mr. Chair, let me add to
Senator
that.
Erwin, yeah.
Yeah, the problem with PhilHealth, Mr. Chair, with all these benefits, they do not have this information drive. Hindi po nakakarating sa mga kababayan natin, ika nga, dahil kulang po sila. I don't know why. We have been proposing that since I was still in Congress last year, talking to the different PhilHealth chairmen, pero hindi po nila ginagawa. So that is the problem. Hindi ho, alam ng mga kababayan, kagaya yung mga i-consulta na yan, at saka yung mga hospitals, kung ano yung mga pwede silang pumunta roon, but they don't know. Kailangan pa tama naman na, Mr. Chair, si Congressman Yamsuan, kailangan pa sabihin kung saan sila pupunta dapat trabaho po ng PhilHealth. Their problem is they don't have this information dissemination, a proper information dissemination, Mr. Chair.